Well, we were at 3 waiting. Now we're down to 2 waiting.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Where have you guys been? I've been waiting.
Yeah, I know. Hey, guys, we're here. Sorry about that.
Oh, now they're ready? So now I'll put my phone down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently this is all my fault. So we're going to fire Nick. He doesn't have to come in on Monday. So to quote Homer Simpson, woo, 3-day weekend. Of course, that means I'm never coming back, period. But that's something
the
else.
best thing is, let me tell you what I'm going to be doing with the new Dynamic Forces. Ripped material.
No. No. All right. So everyone who's been patient, thank you. As I've always said, we really appreciate the fact that you spend your time with us, that you take the time out, you watch the shows, you collect comics. I love everybody who loves comics. For me, it's always been family, friends, and comics. And the fact that you are here with us is just great. Not sure if Facebook is working or if Twitter is working, because I tried to go on Facebook while we were setting up and there was nothing there. So hopefully anybody from Facebook is going to YouTube. This could also be a full out.
Nick, just so you know, if you can hear me, we're live everywhere.
Okay.
I have limited controls, but we're live everywhere.
Awesome. Kyle decided to do it from the road.
Yeah, I'm going to get out.
Hey, Fred. Hey, Ronald. How are you guys?
Here we go.
So we're going to go right into it. And we've got deals and steals. Matter of fact, the prices we were going to offer some items at are about to get slashed even more because you are patient. So let's start off with, what do we want to start off with tonight? We should start off with the delightful Donny Cates.
Oh, yeah.
We have here.
Let's see, if he wrote Marvel in the 70s, that would actually be his name.
Exactly. The dynamic and cool Donny Cates. See, I mean, it doesn't work as well. So, look, this is the Thor, I think it was number 8, Frankenstein cover. The Frankenstein cover. Oh, Spencer's here. How appropriate that the Frankenstein cover comes in with Spencer's here. Signed by Donny Cates. This is limited to 150 copies. This is the rare Frankenstein cover. This is a $49.99 book. Now, we have a select number. Which ones do we have, John? I need you to help old man Nick here.
Let's take a look. We're going to...
So what we're going to do, $49.99. The ones under number 100, we're going to offer at $29.99. The numbers over 100, we're going to offer at 1962, the year Thor first appeared. Now, we can tell you which numbers we have so that you can choose if you like. What numbers do we have, John? Please tell me that we didn't lose that in the
No, it's right here. We have numbers 94, 96, 97.
All great issues of Journey into Mystery.
98 and 99.
And then above 100?
None.
No, we have above 100.
I'm sorry. You're right. Here we go. 112.
There we go.
113.
Isn't that the crossover with Hercules 112 where he fights Hercules? So 112.
Mace. 113. And 114.
So 112, 113, and 114 are 1963. The ones in the 90s are $29.99 each. Now, the one thing we're going to do, because you've been patient, not only are we giving you better pricing than we initially were going to, we're also going to give everyone a gift with purchase. Wish me luck. We needed it. We were down for 20 minutes. Anyway, we're going to give everybody a gift with purchase, which I'm going to go figure out in a few minutes. We did it last night. Everybody seemed to love it. We're going to now have Amy Chu. God, this is really a mess of a show. Green Hornet #1, Amy Chu series, signed by Amy Chu, signed in Hornet Green signature. This is a $49.99 book. We only have 3 of these. The gift with purchase is going to have a higher value than what we're going to offer you this. Because you've been patient, because you've been so great, we were thinking about charging $20 and 12 cents. I think that's the year that we got the license to the Green Hornet, or $20.09. But this is a perfect 10 read, in my opinion. We only have 3. Tonight only. Listen, ignore the graphics at this point because we're still trying to get everything fixed. This is going to be $10. $10 each. There are only 3 of them, signed by Amy Chu.
And
the
you have 2 of them?
And I have 3 of them.
You have 2 of them.
I had 3.
You have 2 of them.
The best part is John is now, this is $10. Just to remind everybody, that I know that the screen is talking about the Thor. Thank you. I got a quick $10. I know that the screen, maybe my luck is changing. Luck of the Italian. I know that the screen is talking about Thor Frankenstein cover by Lionel Francis Yu, Donny Cates, but this is Green Hornet #1, signed by Amy Chu. If you claim this tonight, it is only $10. And hopefully this is going to have the right graphic in a minute. So this is signed by Amy. And we only have a set number of these. John has a ringside seat. He can grab them up quick. So, Fred, shall I put John on timeout? Like he's not allowed to buy anything? So each one of these, this is from her Green Hornet series where Kato became the Green Hornet. And this was just a great series. So, by the way, perfect 10 book means that it's a perfect 10 read, not that you'll get a 10 if you CGC grade it. Now, because this is the Dynamite Atlas edition, and it is signed, these are only available signed, it will come with a certificate of authenticity. It will come with a Dynamite holofoil seal. And what we recommend you do, if you have not read this,
Please don't take the comic habits back.
be very, very careful. I'm taking John's copy out.
Your copy will be handled with more care.
Your copy will not be touched by Nick. What we would love for you to do is open up the comic, read it, and then check it out. The rest of the series or the trade paperback from your local retailer. And this is just a great series by Amy Chu. I mean, check it out. It is so cool. And the back of the comic points out that it's an Atlas edition from Dynamite Entertainment. Again, signed by Amy Chu right there. And it is in Green Hornet Green. John, why did you want to pick this up tonight? We're down to 2, by the way, because John really did buy one.
There are a couple of reasons. Everybody, anybody who follows me for like 30 seconds on social media knows I'm a huge Green Hornet fan. I've actually met Amy a couple times at different shows in front of a Princeton ice cream store. It's an Emerald Signature Series. I joke around a lot about wanting an Emerald Signature Series, so when one actually comes along, I kind of have obligated to put my money where my mouth is.
And that's a good idea. It's always a good idea. So
This is a great read, though. I mean, it's one of those things where this version is they're only available signed.
Right.
It's not like you're going to roll into, and I know we tell people this all the time, and we do want people to go to their LCS, hit those back issue bins. hit those walls really hard. But there are certain things you're just not going to find in dollar box, and this is one of them.
Absolutely. And this is a great way to read the book. I mean, again, you're getting it signed. What is special about an Emerald Signature Series? Well, what is special, Ronald?
My favorite color is green.
well. No, there's a little bit more information than that. What is special about this is that it's an Atlas edition, and the Atlas editions are the Dynamite Entertainment Signature Series books. The reason why this was signed in green and why we're having fun, denoting it as emerald green is because it's the Green Hornet. Kato became the Green Hornet. It makes it cool. The reasons to buy this at $29.99, it's a really cool comic with a great signature on a fantastic series. We're offering it at $10. We love the book personally.
Yeah.
We only have 2 left, and we also had a lot of technical problems beyond our control leading up to the show. So what I want to do is give everyone extra special pricing for your patience, for everybody that hung out, that waited. James Garrison gets a Green Hornet. That's 1 claimed, 1 to John. There's only 1 Green Hornet left. Again, these are $10 each, or it's $10 for the last one. So anyway, going back to this, and we are sold out of the Green Hornet. Ronald just claimed 1. So normally we would do a break at 6:30, but I think that since we started late, we should keep going in through the show. This is a great series. I think you'll love it. You'll enjoy reading it. It is signed by Amy Chu. This is all sold out right now. We will not be able to bring this back. So thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sitting right here.
Not you.
You.
Not you, the fans who can't. I mean, yeah.
Not you, the real fans.
I've got you. You're a captured audience. All right. Now we have Batman 48, and this is Tom King, part 1 of 2. This is the Elite Gold Signature Series. Now, this is signed by Tom King. Hold on a second. I don't want to. Right there. Tom signed it right there. There's only 25 of these. Now, normally, Elite Gold Signature Series will go for up to $89.99. What we want to do, and we were originally talking about bringing this in at $49.99, but letting Kyle and Jerry know we only have 2 of these. The Elite Gold Signature Series are limited to 25 in the world. We only have 2 left, and it's number 2 and number 8. We were going to do this at $49.99. We're now going to do it at $19.39. We're going to do it at the year Batman first appeared in Detective 27. To be really, really blunt, at $49.99, it's a great deal. We kind of thought about doing 27 for Detective 27.
I don't think you would find that book for $49.95 on the wall. So
not signed. No, not signed.
Not
Elite Gold Signature Series. Like I said, those are okay. And we got number 2 claimed. So all that's left is number 8. There's only 1 left. It's $19.39. The year Batman first appeared in Detective 27. Tom King had a great run on Batman, and it is still well regarded. I think that the longer story that he had with Batman and Catwoman, it's going to finish playing itself out in the Batman Catwoman series. But his run here was great, and leading up to issue 50, issues 48, 49 were out of this world. The Batman Riddler War, everything else that came before. I mean, Kite Man. Only Grant Morrison and Tom King can make that work.
You know what? You watch Harley Quinn and you get that Kite Man, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. So this is limited to 25 in the world as it is, but there's only 1 left. Signed by Tom King. Now, we sold number 2, and the only one we have left is number 8. Now, keep in mind, So I think Jerry, get rid of the $49.99 because that would have been the special price as it was. I think this, like I said, it's an $89.99 book. This is limited to 25 in the world. Conventions are picking back up, but you would be hard pressed to make it to a convention to be guaranteed to get a signature with someone as big as Tom King, because
the lines are going to be super long because nobody's been to a con,
and there's still going to be social distancing.
So that line is going to be long, both in terms of people and in terms of, you're going to be about a quarter of a mile away from Tom King.
Yeah.
If you're at the end of that line when he's signing books.
Look, I went to the eye doctor the other day, and you had to be 6 feet away from the desk, and they had to push everything towards you for you to fill. I mean, forget it. The shows are going to be crazy. There are going to be people that are going to conventions who have been dying to go to a convention. This is limited to only 25 in the world. And just as a reminder, it's signed by Tom King. They're limited to 25. The certificate of authenticity also reinforces it's limited to 25. The number on the comic will match the number on the certificate. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to get the other unit that we have left, because we only have one other copy left. And I am going to... You didn't buy that before the show started, did you? No.
I don't...
So just to show the one that's left, number 8 out of 25. This is the only one that's left. Again, number on the certificate will match the number on the comic. Leading into Batman 50 and beyond. And as you guys are probably reading, many of you are reading Batman Catwoman. And if you're not, I suggest you pick it up at your local comic retailer. Yeah. As you're reading Batman Catwoman, you'll see where some of the seeds went from this series. So, great book, great series, fantastic signature. Incredible price. See, we showed Donny Cates. We showed Green Hornet. I should probably get. You know what? And by the way, whoever buys the most tonight, the baller buyer of the night, is going to get a rare sketch card. So we gave away rare sketch cards last night. People were really happy and excited. We're going to give away another rare sketch card tonight, but it will be to the baller buyer of the night. So let's show Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies, remarked Ken Hazer. Each one of these is a different drawing of Ken Hazer. Keep that up there. Sure. And if you want to talk about Ken for a minute, feel free. I'm going to pull the other two copies so everybody can see just how different the sketches are. You can see how each sketch is different. There we go. So
Ken just has a knack for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remarks are sort of their own. We've talked about this.
It's original art.
Shows. It's original art. It's sort of in a weird little lane. I almost consider this like the bike lane of the comic book highway, right? It's real narrow, but when you get in there, you can really move. And the stuff that, especially because the way these are done, it's not like Ken, and I really like this because, it's not like Ken is the regular Deadpool artist. Right? So you're seeing a more unique take on the character.
Right.
And again, if you called Ken for commission, it's probably not going to be a price that we're going to offer here, and then you're going to have to go through the whole shipping. And
here's the thing, for everybody who waited, this is $89.99, but we're going to make this a 5-star special. So for tonight, we're going to offer these at $50 each. Wow. There's only 3 of them. Only 3. And we're going to offer them at $50 each. So they're all really cool. They're all original art. This is our way to thank you for waiting this long.
Oh, so this would be a better way to do the show. You and Deadpool.
Me and Deadpool.
And I'll just hide back here and hold on to Deadpool.
It's in the cards. It's in the cards. So, that would be Gambit, wouldn't it?
That'd be Gambit.
So, or what were the DC villains? The
Wild Card deck? The Wild Card Gang?
Wild Card Gang? Is that what it was? Gang. Yeah. So, anyway, look, these are hand drawn. This comes with a certificate of authenticity. Because these are one of a kinds, they are not numbered. But this is also a great book that if you wanted to, as we've consistently said,
it's like the whole battle world thing.
Yeah.
This is when, and I understand for more conservative Marvel fans, this was really out there because you're already sort of in an alternate reality setting of Age of Ultron, and then they pushed it even further.
I think he's handsomer than me.
Marvel zombies.
I think people would rather look at him than
Next
me.
week, Deadpool and I will have the following books for sale. I think that this is sort of that real, almost like Acme Dynamite level of storytelling.
Right.
It's a great comic. You kind of get the remark. $50. That's, people should probably move on that.
Now, look, when we offer Ken Hazer remarks, they do exceedingly well, and it's because he
like
is
Ken.
just well, we do like Ken, but we also like the work Ken puts into the art that he's giving us.
He just dials into whatever he's like. If you look at whatever he's done,
Yeah.
right? Like the other episode, we had Thor sketches,
Right.
And those just went flying. And he just really kind of like dialed into Thor in his own unique way. It looked great. And it's the same thing here with Undeadpool.
And, he does, obviously, he's really great with zombies. Again, we only have 3 of these. These are all 3. These are $89.99 MSRP. Tonight, we're going to have them for $50. This is called the delay. The bonus for waiting and being such great fans.
The Nick of Time special.
The Nick of Time special. Yeah, the Nick of Time special. The waiting for Nick, waiting on time for Nick. I have no idea where to go with that. I really have no idea. Look, as I always say, you guys are the best. And you let us come into your home. You allow us to spend time with you, and we never want to take that for granted. We really appreciate the fact that you guys hang out with us, appreciate the books that we bring, and that are always supporting us. So, the fact that we had technical difficulties tonight and we were off the air for 20 minutes before you guys came on, I just want to repay you. Again, $50 each. And don't forget, we also have a gift with purchase that I'll be showing soon. Now, the one thing that I ask is please hit that like button, subscribe, hit hearts,
the notification
bell,
so when we come on.
Share right now if you don't mind. If you don't mind sharing, it'll be great. Please do share on your timeline. We would really appreciate it. Look, all we want to do is continue to bring you comics. All we want to do is share the joy and the gospel of comics. And we just want to be here for you. We want you here for us. We want to grow the industry together. So I think we go to, all right. Here's one that's really going to really going to throw people off. Everybody get ready. John's out of money.
Nah, I can get more. I'm going to run to the ATM.
This is Turok. You won't be able to get this one in time. Get ready to jump on this. Turok #1, first print, signed by Greg Pak. We have 3 of these. This was an incentive. The only way you could get this is if you were a retailer. And if you were a retailer and you were able to order, I think, 25 copies, you got a Turok #1 signed by Greg Pak. And it's a beautiful Bart Sears cover. We were going to do this at $10 tonight. That's what we were going to do it at. Each one is signed. Let's see. I'm going to pull the other 2 real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Build up anticipation. You won't believe what we're going to sell this at. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Are we sure we got 3 of these? Oh,
There's
okay.
one in there.
All right. 3 of these. Retailer incentive. Almost impossible to get. From the back issues. You would pay more for the signature and the comic without a certificate, without a holofoil seal, We are going to offer these at tonight for $5 each. $5 each. This is limit one per person. Turok #1, first print, signed by Greg Pak, Dynamite Entertainment, Return of Gold Key. James Garrison takes one. Perfect 10 comic does not mean it's a CGC graded 10. We're down from 3 to 2, $5 each. Limit one per person. It will never, ever, ever be at this price again because we will be sold out. Ronald takes a Turok. All right, Ronald. So who is left? There is one Turok #1 left, signed by Greg Pak, certificate of authenticity. These were not numbered because they were retailer incentives, but they are still $5 each. They did come with a certificate. They have a Dynamite Entertainment holofoil seal, and the holofoil seals that Dynamite and Dynamic Forces uses are made. We spend extra money so that you can take the holofoil seal off carefully, always carefully, and you can take the comic out to read it. So this is a great book. I highly recommend it. Mirko Kolak art, Greg Pak writing. Look at that artwork, how beautiful it is. I can honestly say this is one of the best comics we've ever put out. It's just so fantastic. I mean, come on, Greg Pak, World
Look at
War
the real
Hulk.
ad. The ad on the rear I love.
Oh.
Yeah.
A very good $6 Million Man series, as a matter of fact. So we have one copy left. Turok #1, signed by Greg Pak, standalone item, $5. You would not be able to buy the book, get it signed for $5. If you have to go to a convention, it'll cost you more than the $5. It's just a great buy. I want to thank James. I want to thank Ronald for supporting us. This is a great book. I'm sure it'll go by the end of this evening. So what do we want to do next? Well, I was actually thinking about this, but I think we should hold off on this for right now.
Okay.
Instead of going from Greg Pak to Greg Pak, which is normally a great idea, I will take the Turok. Okay, so James wants 2 Turoks. Okay, fair enough. If no one else takes it by the end of the night, everybody, you're forewarned. If you do not take the last Turok in the next hour and 13 minutes, James will take it, and I will be happy to offer it to you, James. And just to let everybody know, make sure you stay till after the break, because what I'm going to show at the 7 o'clock hour will be your gift with purchase, and the person who is the baller buyer of the night will get a free limited edition sketch card. But now, oh yeah, I like this. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right. This is a book that we only had 25 copies signed. This is a book where we only have 4, 5, 6, and 7 left. This is a book that's $39.99. This is the limited edition action figure cover. And this is signed by a writer who hasn't been doing as much comics work lately. So a little bit more difficult to get his signature. And also, I don't know if he's working in Hollywood right now or where he moved on to, but he's a really great writer. Had some really acclaimed series at Marvel and DC.
He's one of those guys. We talked about this on another
I'm going to
episode.
sneak it up.
Of people who sort of come in and they really make an impact, and then they move on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a novel, maybe it's Hollywood, maybe it's, it might be something entirely different. But Sam is like one of those,
Yeah. This is Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde #1 variant cover. This is the action figure cover. So we were only able to get so many of the action figure covers. This is $39.99 regular MSRP, but because we were late,
I don't
tonight.
feel tardy.
Really? I'm so old. I remember the episode of Happy Days where Fonzie was a teacher, a mechanics teacher.
Oh yeah, he's a shop teacher.
And the kid shows up late, and Fonzie asks, "Why are you late?" And the kid goes, "I'm sorry, I'm tardy." And Fonzie goes, I don't care what your name is. Why are you late? So anyway, yes, we were tardy. Regardless, you guys were patient. This is going to be 1976, signed by Sam Humphries. Sam's signature is right there.
Action figure variants are just fun.
They are great.
They're just fun to have in your collection. I mean, they're really unique. You just don't see them. I mean, I guess you can't see them all the time because then they lose their uniqueness. But if you saw them a tiny bit more, that would be great.
Well, the thing is the action figure variants are specifically made to be chase covers. You know, either the extra threshold to order them or the limited editions. I mean, there's a reason why John Tyler Christopher has cultivated such a great fan base for his action figure covers. So we were able to get 25 of these signed by Sam Humphries. These are limited to only the 25. These are $39.99, but because we were tardy, we are bringing them in tonight for 1976. And if you're asking why 1976, not only was it the year of freedom, the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, but also the year Star-Lord first appeared. Now, again, each one of these will come with a certificate of authenticity. This one, I believe, is number 4 out of 25, and the certificate will match up that it's 4 out of 25.
Now, is that Star-Lord premiere? That's in Marvel Premiere, Black and White magazine?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
I miss Marvel Premiere magazine.
Those were fun. My favorite one, was it Marvel Premiere? The one with Nightcrawler with the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Do you remember that one?
I do. Was that Marvel Premiere?
Or was that a different one? I can't remember. So this is a great read. And again, as we've always said,
yeah, it's just a fun read. It's that whole series is just you kind of get people like, oh, it's Kitty Pryde. It isn't though. In this series, it's not the kind of, I guess we'll call it, everyday store shelf Kitty Pryde.
Right.
It's one of the alternative.
It's the toy store shelf.
This is, if I remember correctly, this is Kitty Pryde from the Age of Apocalypse.
Right.
She's older. She's a lot edgier. And to see that sort of interplay with Star-Lord, who's, generally not an edgy character, which is why he's so much fun.
So what we were saying is look, sports memorabilia, music memorabilia, movie, TV memorabilia, they're never meant to be open. You got to look at it through glass. We spend the extra money for our holofoil seals because we want you to open the comics if you have not read them already and read them. We really put our money where our mouth is. We like to get books signed that we love. And I just want to show the incredible artwork from Alti here. I mean, not only is the story great, look at the artwork. It is just tremendous. Not a bad ad either. So, 1976, the year Star-Lord first appeared, and it's just so cool that it has the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars looking cover to just really, I'm incredibly in love with this cover. I just want to show it outside of the plastic one more time. And you know what? Just for the fun of it, if you order this in the next 1 minute, so it's 6:53. So if you order it by 6:54, you can have it for $10. It'll be 1976 in 1 minute, but if you order this in the next minute, it is $10. Okay. John gets to get one, but you guys get to number it. All right. Secret Wars, James Garrison. We've got the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. We have about 40 seconds. It's 1976 for the rest of the night, but just for the fun of it, for the next 30 seconds, it is $10. So far, James Garrison is in the lead buying one. After John, we're down
I don't
to
count
two.
though. It's I
Well,
don't really
you kind of do count because there's only 2 left.
There's only 2 left.
I can't make more. Certificate of authenticity.
Next week, mine will be on sale for
Exactly.
much more than $10.
Ronald Shepard will take one. We have about
Good move, Ronald.
10 seconds left and only 1 copy left. Is anyone else going to take the last one? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do 1.5.
All right, 1 copy left. It'll be 1976. So since James jumped in first, James, which one do you want? 4, 5, 6, or 7? And then Ronald, you get to pick after that for whatever one James doesn't take, and you're going to be able to choose one of the last 2.
Well, hopefully I'll take number 7 so I can show it to Kyle every week. Hey, Kyle, but you didn't get this, did you?
James wants number 6. All right, so Ronald, you can have 4, 5, or 7, and John's hoping you don't take 7 so that he can say to Kyle, "I got number." Ronald took 7.
Good job, Ronald. Make sure you get a Kyle and let him know.
Take a picture and show it to Kyle
It's
when
now
you get it in.
significantly more than $10.
Exactly. Anybody else who wants it tonight? It's 1976. So which one do you want, 4 or 5?
I'll take whatever's left at the end of the night.
Whoever else wants one, either you can have number 4 or number 5. So, but it is 1976. James, Ronald, and John are the 3 people that qualified for $10. So we're leading into the break. You know what I'm going to show everybody? A few things. 1, hit that like button. Hit hearts if you're on Facebook or Twitter. Please share. Please subscribe. Please make sure you're still subscribed. Not only do we have our show right now, we have other shows tonight. Tomorrow we have Fat Jack's Comic Crypt at 6. We have at 8 o'clock Aaron from a comic shop, Mr. Blue Beetle himself. Booster Gold. But if you can share us right now, that'll be great. When we come back from the break, I want to remind everybody, I will be showing you your gift with purchase. So not only did you get some really great comics at some incredible prices tonight, you're also going to get a gift because, again, I never want to take it for granted how fantastic you guys are for bringing us into your home and allowing us to talk comics with you. I mean, it is the greatest joy I can have outside of spending time with family and friends, and sometimes John, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what? I'll take this over family and friends.
Next week, we are going to have some really sweet books that I just picked up. I just picked up a Spider-Man 23. First Norman Osborn appearance. We'll be showing this next week. We also have a Fantastic Four number 8, number 9, number 10, and number 45, First Inhumans. Not only that, but wait, there's more. We are going to have next week, I'm going to take it out of the extra plastic, an 8.5 Batman 141 first appearance of Batwoman. We will be offering this next week. And maybe, just maybe next week, we will be offering, I don't know why I bothered to take it out. By the way, again, this is an 8.5. Not too shabby.
No, there's not a ton of them out there, and it won't be at the price that you're going to offer us.
Well, and more importantly, for next week's show, we have, I think, the oldest comic I will ever have offered to date.
Wow.
Captain Marvel Adventures 7.5. Off-white to white pages. This will be available next week. This particular issue of Captain Marvel Adventures, when it came out in the 1930s, outsold Superman. So this will be here next week, possibly. The other books, I'll say definitely. This one possibly. You might want to.
It's a 10-cent book. Is that a perfect 10? Should I go out and get another 10 spot from my car? Or?
Yeah, you got a $10,000 bill and then the second $10,000 bill. Those 10 spots will be accepted. I will accept 10 of those $1,000 bills twice.
Right.
So I just want to show that we've got some different books coming your way. We're going to have some fun. We'll have some out-of-print books. And you know what? And if you're ever selling your comics or you know someone who's selling their comics, just have them hit me up, nick.barucci@dynamite.com. I would love to buy anyone's collection to help you out and to also bring it to more people.
Yeah.
So, Jerry, I think we're going to commercial, and we'll see everybody after the break.
Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more. There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
All right, we were talking about doing sketch cards for the baller buyer of the night, but then I found something that I think is cooler on some levels and different. So everybody who buys something tonight, limit one per person, you will get a Red Sonja 45th anniversary promo card.
Oh, nice.
Nick Bradshaw art. Now, this is not too old. This 4 years old. This is from 2017. So this is a 45th anniversary promo card. All right. Everyone will get one of these from tonight's purchases. Our baller buyer of the night. Now this,
and that's between what, Ronald and James, or those guys?
Yeah, right now
look at the scoreboard.
Ronald and James are pretty tied. The baller buyer of the night, the person who buys the most, will get the film that made Mark Millar. Kick-ass. We did the movie trading cards. Yeah. Found these in the vault. We have cloth cards. These are really, really, really rare, where you had to buy the costumes to cut up to put into the trading cards. You get one cloth card. Then you get this other kick-ass cloth card where you see him fully in costume. And then you will get the Hit Girl cloth card. So the baller buyer of the night will get all 3 cloth cards. These are really rare. This is 11 years old from the vault. They are not easily available. That will go to the baller buyer. This is my way to thank everyone who was patient, who stayed with us. You get a gift with purchase, limit one per person, and you also, the baller buyer of the night, gets that. So, speaking of which, let's go to The Walking Dead, because I think Fear the Walking Dead just came back, right?
I think it did just come back. I just got the notification on Hulu. Hey, watch that.
So we have Walking Dead 181. This is, I think this is, I don't know if this is a first appearance. I can't remember. And let's see. It is significant, and it is signed by Stefano. Who is it signed? Yeah, Guardiano. And this was limited to 40 copies in the world.
And how many do we have?
I don't know. How many? Oh, we have 1 copy. So because we were late, first person who claims this can have it for $10.
Oh.
This is a $69.99 book. First person who claims it. This is limited to, oh, by the way, this is number 2.
Yep, 2 of 40.
Number 2 of 40. So tonight only $10, only 1 copy. First person to claim it. Certificate of authenticity. Number on the certificate will match the number on the comic. Only 40 of these.
Folks, please don't make me run out to the ATM machine. No one is tuning into this show to watch me buy good comics.
You know what the scary part is?
What?
I mean, not that $10 isn't a lot of money, but you spend everything on you on 2 comics? So this is the, please forgive us for being late. We are offering this for $10 tonight only. And this is signed by Stefano, and it is Walking Dead 181. Great issue, great story. Number 2 out of 40.
If somebody knows why this is a significant issue.
Anybody but Nick?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I know, right? Let us know. Pop it up, get it on one.
And this is from 2018. Yeah, it's only 3 years old. And Ronald will take it. Sold out.
Sold out.
So Ronald, you
need
are
to get little sold out signs.
You might be in the lead. You might be in the lead for the baller buyer of the night.
I'll tell you, the kick-ass cloth cards.
Jerry, come on, hit the sold out sign. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, leave an impression here.
Somebody wake up Jerry.
Yeah, right? Come on, Jerry. We're actually working here. Instead of sold out. He's like, all right, let me hit the other button. Creating sold out is too much work.
Oh, my God. I'm actually going to go write a sign on the next break. Sold out.
You know what?
A little sad face.
Jerry.
There it is.
I'm waiting for Jerry now to put a sign on you that says, John Cole, sold out.
Sold out.
Now, my favorite sold out we're gonna go to other Men in Tights for a minute.
Okay.
Remember the all sold out Ric Flair with David Flair?
Oh yeah.
What was that? 1999.
That was I think that was 99.
Yeah.
Was I don't know if that was an NWO pay-per-view.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it was NWO
sold out. Yeah. Classic. But this is a different sold out. So what do we got next? What do we have next?
You want to do this?
Ooh, yeah.
Batman's just kind of staring at you on a jet ski.
All right.
The cover alone, it's Batman on a jet ski. Come on.
It is Batman on a jet ski.
Shark repellent in his belt.
Dark Knight's Metal. Jim Lee Elite Gold Signature Series. This is a $300 signed comic. As always, the number on the certificate will match the number on the comic.
4 of these.
We have 4 of these. We have number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. We only got 20 signed in Elite Gold Signature Series. This is issue 2 of Dark Knight's Metal. Dark Knight's Metal, Metal just being DC's huge series of the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of, for me, this was the thing that sort of created the framework for them after the Spectrum War. I'm a big Green Lantern fan.
Right.
And the Spectrum War sort of framed their storytelling for 4, 5, 6 years. It pushed Jeff Johns over to Hollywood. And, now he's like a mega name. And this seems to me to be the sort of next thing that DC is using to everything kind of spins off, this sort of nth metal and things from like dark multiverses and stuff like that. It's a beautiful cover. I mean, I was joking around about it, but look at the cover.
And it's Jim Lee. Come on. Chief Creative Officer, VP, publisher. The guy's done it all. So anyway, these are $299.99 normally. Tonight, because we want to, again, commemorate Batman's first appearance and beg forgiveness for being so late, we're going to do it at $193.90 for 1939. So Elite Gold Signature Series.
That's I think less than it is at the DF website.
It is.
I'm just saying that's less than at the Dynamic Forces.
Well, the DF website's on time. It's up 24/7.
Fair
enough.
The
DF website is on time. www.dynamicforces.com. 24/7. But on the experience, we only get 2-hour slots. Although tonight we're an hour and 40 minutes.
40-minute slot. We're like a TV movie.
Exactly. With we were edited down.
We were edited. Usually we come on at 6:05, like we're at the Superstation, because it takes us like a minute or two of fidgeting.
Yeah. So this is the Metal series has been fantastic. There's a reason why it's had a sequel. There's a reason why it just has had so much gravitas. They've many
talked
spin-offs.
about doing it, making it, because everyone knows DC is really good with their animated stuff. They've talked about Metal being like on the board for Dark Knight Metal, and probably a project maybe 2022, 2023.
Right.
Yeah.
So great book, limited to 20 copies. We will put this over here.
Little did you guys know when you were seeing Hawkman and Hawkwoman and Hawkgirl with like nth metal, little did you know how this was going to unravel decades later.
Yeah. So we are going to go to the X-Men. Now, this is the best, on some levels, the best deal of the night. We're going to have some fun here. I'm going to get a little bit. It sounds mean saying it like this, but I'm going to say it like this. Nah, I'm not going to say it. I want to reward you guys for sticking around. This is the X-Men Fantastic Four #1. This is signed by Terry and Rochelle Dodson. We have number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is what we're going to do. And I know that sometimes this can be frustrating because people want to jump on number 1. If you buy number 1, okay? If you buy number 1 of 50, it is $19.41. The year the Fantastic Four and the Marvel Universe launched. Number 1 is 1961. 1941 is a year Captain America first appeared. If you buy number 2 or number 3, it's still a perfect 10 read. It's still a first print. It's still a number 1, but number 2 and number 3 will be $10 each. Now, think about it. Old man Nick needs to look sideways to see the year. So this book that came out last year.
What's the DF Venmo? I'm just going to start sending money.
This book, 1961. If you buy number 1, number 2 and 3 are $10. We only got 50 of them signed. Ronald takes number 1, sold for number 1. We have number 2 and 3 at $10 each. James, I'm sorry you missed number 1. Ronald came first. But if you want number 2 or number 3, they are $10 each. You can get number 2 or number 3 at $10 each. Ronald beat you by like 8 seconds.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I mean, I don't even know if it was like a full minute.
No. It was like literally 8 seconds.
I don't want to make you feel bad, but
I barely got it out of my mouth. Yeah. I mean,
number 3. Please.
Number 3. All right, so number 2 is left if anybody wants it. Again, look, this is Terry and Rachel Dotson. They are fantastic artists. If you go to a comic convention,
have you seen when you go there at like the table?
Well, I never see Rachel.
No, Terry. It's almost like a mob scene.
It is,
and you're just like, and you're waiting, and
he is the nicest superstar artist you'll ever meet.
He will sign and talk to you, and just sort of, you'll mention stuff from things he hasn't done from like years or whatever. Instant recall of what he's done. He will talk, and whoever his assistant is, you can see the assistant is very nicely trying to say, we got to move along. But I would strongly recommend finding Terry wherever you can, and meeting him. But the whole waiting online for an autograph thing, I don't know if that's in the cards for 2021. I think this is a much better way to go.
Again, are the artists really going to go to too many conventions? I mean, how many artists are going to leave their families? We haven't seen our families in a year and a half, right?
My wife is delighted.
Those of us that actually like some of our families, we have not seen our families in up to a year and a half. It's the sad part about San Diego being Thanksgiving weekend. Who is going to want to go to San Diego Thanksgiving weekend? So you may not be able to see the creators.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a ding up too. There are going to be creators that you're just not. I think I saw somewhere on like social media. Kurt Busiek said, me, Thanksgiving, Comic-Con.
Yeah.
He'll let you know. I don't think that's been short.
It's not even just that. It's also the conventions can only have so many guests.
Yeah.
You've still got the social distancing. You still have the limited amount of guests that can come. You still have guests that won't want to come.
Cons in Canada are still not okay. I know there are people that kind of, they want to go to a con and they, maybe they can't get those tickets to Comic-Con, whatever, and they'll go to cons in Canada.
Yeah.
They're not doing any. I have Canadian friends that are like, we're still in a much more advanced lockdown stage than you are.
Yeah.
I'm Toronto Con, and there's another con in Ontario. I can't think of the name of it. People go. People from upstate New York, Pennsylvania, the Midwest.
But they can't now because you can't cross the border.
You can't cross the border.
All right, so we have number 2 left. This is $10 for number 2. And remember, everybody gets a promo card from 2017 Red Sonja by Nick Bradshaw. And I stress, the bowler buyer of the night will get 3 rare kick-ass cloth cards. So I personally think this is a great book. Number 2 is left at $10. This is a steal right now. So you are being rewarded for our being late. So let's see, what do we want to do?
And if you're really bored tonight, you can go find me on Twitter, and you'll find my 3 a.m. rant about after I read this. I was late to this particular party, and I read it, and I was like, what? And I just grabbed my phone, and it's like 3:30 Eastern time, and there's just this long string of, I don't want to call it invective because it's a great story, but it was funny. And then I started finding the other comic book fans that were also up way too late.
Right.
People who had sleep disorders, people on the West Coast. That
So
were
it
like,
sounds like the comic book shopping experience is going to have 3 a.m. shows with John Cole.
you know what? It's not impossible. It could, I have my key to get in, so no, I don't have a key. I get kidnapped that way.
Next week's show, don't forget, FF45, first appearance of the Inhumans. FF number 10, number 9, number 8, and number 7. Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. I was kidding. Amazing Spider-Man 23. This is now Green Goblin first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 14. Norman Osborn first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 23. And we'll show you how next week. We may even have an original piece of artwork showing the first appearance of Norman Osborn. It may happen. We will have next week Batman 141 CGC graded 8.5, and we need to figure out how to lose the glare. We will also have next week, maybe. I might hold off.
This should be in the Smithsonian. It's so old.
Captain Marvel Adventures #1.
And that's a 7.5. That's
So I might actually hold off an extra week on that one. But I ask and beg and plead, please hit like, hit hearts. If you're on Twitter, Facebook, hit hearts on Twitter and on Facebook. If you love what we're doing, if you like what we're doing, hit like on Facebook. And please hit like on YouTube. If you can share it right now, share it.
Hit the notification bells.
Hit the notification
so
bells.
that people, you'll know that when that notification bell goes off, it's about 20 minutes until the show comes on.
Victoria's dying at that Batgirl. It'll be here next Saturday, Victoria. It'll be here next Saturday, and it's a really, really, really nice condition.
It's a nice copy. It's a really nice copy.
Second appearance of Batgirl. First appearance of Clockmaster. Check it out.
The glare is just...
Oh, wait. I wonder if there'd be less glare if I took it out of the Mylar. I can't remember. I know the Mylar really does add a lot more to the glare. Maybe
it's
not.
a little bit better, but
8.5. Next Saturday, 6 to 8. If we're on time,
6:20 to 8.
6:19, 6:20, 6:21.
We'll be here. Show up.
So, Victoria, since this is the first time I'm seeing you post, in case you missed it, we have Fantastic Four X-Men #1. We have #2 out of 50 left. This is $10. We have one copy left of Turok #1, signed by Grant Pak. Retailer incentive $5. And if you don't buy it, I believe either James or Ronald said they would buy the last one. We have one copy left of Batman 48 Elite Gold Signature Series. I'm dying because I would be unable to buy it, but I've never actually seen the book. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, we'll check it out too. I just want the Red Sonja card. Victoria, all you got to do is buy one thing. If you buy one thing tonight, you get the Red Sonja card. We've got Batman 48 Part 1 of 2, Tom King, Elite Gold Signature Series. This is an $89.99 book that we are offering tonight for $19.39, the year Batman first appeared. It still says 2 and 8, but the only one we have left is #8. So, let's see. How much time do we have till the break?
I think we have our break's going to be what, at 7:30?
7:30. So we have about 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Let's see. 6 minutes. What can we show?
We can show this in 6 minutes.
We can show that in 6 minutes. You know what I want to do? All right. We've had some baller books. We have one copy of this left at 1976. You can skip if you like. No. We have to do the break. We gotta promote all the other shows. We have the Secret Wars #1. This is the action figure variant, limited to 25, signed by Sam Humphries. We have one unit left at 1976. And the other book that we are giving the best deal on is Marvel Zombies versus Age of Ultron, This is an $89.99 Ken Hazer original art. Each one is different. You can check out the
Remark
sketches.
Alert. Jerry, you got that Remark Alert logo?
Yep. Remark Alert. These are $50 each. And, it helps support Ken Hazer, one of our buds who really supports us by doing
It's original art
sketches.
for $50.
Yep.
Let's we've talked a lot about this, and I find that it's getting traction on some social media conversations. Remarks are a little bit of like a,
This fully sold out, just real quick, right? We sold out of that, right? 3. What do we have? 3 of those?
We had 3.
And all 3 are gone. So
I think it's like what, James, Ronald, and me?
Yeah, James, Ronald, and you. And we have Dark Knight's Metal. Signed by Jim Lee. Elite Gold Signature Series. So this is limited to 20, and I think we had 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, even going to conventions, Jim Lee does appear at a bunch of conventions. He's an ambassador for DC Comics.
Oh yeah.
But getting his signature will not be the easiest thing in the world.
And you never know. Different cons are because different cons will be in different states. They will be set up differently for signings. They're talking about literally where they're using like the big lug handled pizza peel. You put the comic down, they slide it over to the creator, signs it, they slide it back over to you.
Who said number 3? Oh, James! Oh my God! Looks like James is the baller of the night.
Man.
Dark Knight's Metal 3.
He's pulling ahead.
Oh my God! Ding 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 ding! Ooh, that definitely puts you ahead. All right, buddy. This is going to be, I'm going to call this the Ronald and James thank you price. So Batman 50, this is the full color cover. I'm just going to show this. We will talk about the price after the break, but this is going to be at a really, really great price. Batman number 50, Jay Lee cover this is the colored cover, but the Elite Gold Signature Series. You can see there that it's number 2 out of 45. We had 50 of these signed, but these are $89.99 MSRP. When you're charging $89.99, the book better be near mint, right? So 5 of them were damaged. We destroyed them, and John hates it when I tell him that, but he wants to do Dynamic Forces dinged and damaged books, and my answer is no.
That's fine. I'll just dumpster dive.
So I normally would say open it up to read the comic, but this time open it up more than to read the comic. This time open it up and check the wraparound cover. Now, if I were Ronald, if I were James, if I were anybody watching tonight, I would just claim number 2 and number 3 before I even talk about the price. Now, this has Catwoman through 80 years, starting with Batman number 1. This is the DF cover, by the way. Batman number 1 in her cat face. Then you have her in the 60s, Go-Go. Then you have the 70s outfit, on and on. So this is a great wraparound cover by Jay Lee and June Chung. I will tell you, this cover was so fantastic. Jay sold this cover for $15,000 the second it went online. Not that you should buy this because he sold this cover for $15,000, but it is a great cover. So when we come back, we will tell you the great price that this will be at. You will not believe it, but it is cool, it is great, and it is Comic Collectibles. And just to remind everybody tonight will get who purchases a book will get nicked on poor. Well, I tell you what, Victoria, that's why we have the $5 Turok. We have one other great deal of a $10 book, and we have some really great prices. So you will get a Red Sonja promo card from what year? 2017 by Nick Bradshaw. So when we come back, we'll give you more info shortly.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, Give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more.
All right. We were talking about Batman 50. We were talking about the beautiful Jay Lee wraparound cover. These are Elite Gold Signature Series. These are $89.99 MSRP. We have number 2 and number 3 of 45 left. But we were late tonight. We were late by 19, 20, 21 minutes. So we should give you at least 19% off, maybe 20, maybe even 21% off.
Poor Jerry. Typing furiously. Wait, what's 21% off?
Yeah, exactly. What we're going to do, look, here's the thing. This is an $89.99 book. Everybody knows I like to have a little bit of fun with the numbers. I want to reward you for coming in, watching our shows. I want to reward you for hitting like and subscribe, hitting hearts, hitting that notification bell, everything. So normally I would say this is an Elite Gold Signature Series. It was supposed to be limited to 50 because it was issue 50. It had that beautiful Jay Lee wraparound cover that I just showed you. Normally, I'd say 5-star book, $50. And because we're late, I might also say 5-star book, $50, but $45. But we have number 2 and number 3 left. And because I love you guys, and I mean it sincerely from the bottom of my heart, if you want this tonight, John's like biting his fingernails. Like, Nick, can you get to the point? Number 2 and number 3 $19.39 for the Elite Gold Signature Series. Now, James Garrison just bought one. I don't know if he wants number 2 or number 3, but we only have one left. So $19.39. James Garrison gets to pick if he wants number 2 or number 3. And there is only one left. Now, look, this is a great book. This is incredible. And Victoria took one.
Nice.
So, Victoria, you just missed out. Ronald came in just ahead of you.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry, Victoria. I am so sorry. Oh, I'm sure we'll have something else. Sorry. Oh, my God. We came so close. So close.
It is literally like a matter of seconds.
It literally was. I mean, I'm looking at it right there, and it. Oh, Ronald!
Wow, that's nice.
Ronald, you're
a gentleman, sir.
Okay, both of you can't listen. You're okay. Let's see. All right. This is what we're going to do. Ronald or James, you can't both give it up.
She's going to wind up with all the copies. I love this.
I don't think Victoria wants both. Let's do this. Who was the first person? Old man Nick needs to get
it was James. I might be wrong.
Okay. James is going to get number 3. Victoria will get number 2. So, Victoria, not only do you get this at a great deal, but you get number 2. Ronald, you're going to get something special too. All right? Both Ronald and James are going to get something in addition to the promo card. Victoria, you're getting the promo card as well. So, another sold out item tonight. So, this top row is now the sold out row. Everything in the top row is sold out.
Oh, but this is
exactly. This comes down. We have one of these left. Okay. This is $10. I think we have number 2 left.
That's a nice pickup for $10.
This is a great pickup, Victoria, for $10 if you want it. We have one Turok left.
Victoria wants to know how she pays for books.
What? Oh, you know what, Jerry? Victoria, thank you for asking. The way you pay is you go to the website. Jerry will put the information on the screen, and he'll also put it in the comments in YouTube.
He sends you like a link or something.
Yeah,
right?
You fill out the form, and we will invoice you on Monday, and you pay on Monday, and everything will ship out. So, great question. Can't believe we didn't think about that.
Yeah, we didn't think to mention it because almost every week we get that question.
Yeah. So
you could be like me and just show up with cash.
Please don't. We're still trying to figure out how to.
That worked so poorly for Nick the last time.
John has found an office. He's trying to figure out how to get health insurance and be on the payroll.
I'm green-lighting books next week.
Listen, and they're all Green Hornet. He green-lights the Green Hornet. So he flashes past Flash Gordon.
Absolutely.
The jokes will only get worse as the night gets later.
I know, right?
So Turok number 1, signed by Greg Pak. This is a steal. Retailer incentive $5. So it's a great read too. I am biased, but it is. We're down to the last Batman 48, issue 8. I'm sorry, number 8.
It's Tom King, right?
Yep. How many did we do? 25. This is also an $89.99 book, and we're having it for $19.39. The year Batman first appeared.
Silver signature series?
No, Elite Gold signature.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. We need to move on to a few other things. All right. How many My Little Ponies do we have?
What do you call these, bronies or whatever?
Yeah. So this is My Little Pony, signed by Katie Cook. Okay? This is signed by Katie Cook. And she did a little My Little Pony head sketch there. All right?
It's slightly hard to see with the glare, but it's a really
cool right there.
Sketch.
We lost the glare. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
You see the head sketch. You see the heart. So this would normally be $89.99. We were going to specially price it at $50. We have number 1, number 2, and number 3. Be ready to hit that claim button because we are going to offer this tonight at $10 each. Limit 1 per person. That's right, $89.99, signed by Katie Cook, with a My Little Pony sketch and a little flower, I think, or a little birdie
And
or
if
something.
you know Katie Cook, a lot of times when she would be at cons or whatever, she'd go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she just had this great sort of vibe where she would be signing and she would be doing sketches and she would have her
And
phone back
James
here.
and Ronald both took one.
Of course.
We have one left. These are $10 each.
James and Ronald, this is like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Really?
I'm really enjoying this.
James and Ronald, you guys, all right, so James gets to pick first. What's the site? Jerry, you gotta please put it in YouTube for Victoria, the link to the site. You will get that in within a few minutes, Victoria. And we'll get your email address and take care of everything. So James gets to choose if he wants 1, 2, or 3. Ronald gets to choose what he wants next. There's only one copy left. There is only one. Oh, by the way, these were limited to 5. These were limited to only 5 in the world. Okay. All right. So James gets number 1. Ronald, you have to pick between 2 and 3 because James had beat you. So if anybody, so Ronald, do you want number 2 or number 3? And then there is only one left.
And Victoria, I'm sorry to interrupt. Victoria, they're working on the link. It should be up shortly for you to click in.
All right, Ronald wants number 2. So again, this is limited to 5 in the world. We were going to have fun and put it out at 1983. This is signed by Katie Cook. She's an animator. She wrote this series. It was a best-selling series. She put a remark. We got 5 of these. 5. That's it.
We don't have 5 anymore.
We're down to number 3. We are down to number 3.
And this is one of these things where if it's not specifically for you and you have a brony in your life, share this real quick and let them be able to jump in and grab it at this crazy price. I mean, they picked this up at a con. They picked this up at a store. It is not going to be.
Well, think about it.
The
price of the book was $4. It's a back issue. We had to ship them to get signed. Yeah. We got them signed. We got them to come back, and we put them bag boarded, certificate of authenticity. Keep in mind, as always, the number on the certificate. This is number 3. Will match the number on the comic, number 3. So this is the ultimate steal of the night. This is an $89.99 book for $10. I mean, this is the kind of money John has to run to his car for.
I do.
So it really is one of the best values of the night.
It's like 88% off or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Cable. And it'll give Jerry a chance to hit the remark alert again.
There you go. Cable number 1. This was the Jerry Dugan Phil Noto series. This is when Marvel did the black cover for Cable. This hand-drawn sketch, this is original art, is by Ken Hazer. And Kyle was saying that he's written Ken Hazer so much on his computer that now his computer autocorrects whenever he misspells Ken Hazer. So this is a cool silver signature. We are friends, Jerry, but this friendship is not $10. Cable is not $10.
Oh, also, let me just tell people waiting for links. It looks like
it's up there.
Okay.
Let's just, because Jerry's still got that $10. This is $10. Number 3 of 5 is left. My Little Pony, Katie Cook, remark at the bottom. This is a great item at a great price. So we have now Cable number 1. Now, just to let you know, this is an $89.99 sketch. We were going to do $86 for 1986.
When Cable
First appeared in New Mutants 87. or 86, depending on how you look at it. What we're going to do tonight is instead of doing 86, we're going to cut that in half because we wasted 21 minutes of your time while you waited for us. And we want to show our appreciation. So we're going to do this tonight at $43.
Oh, no.
Hand-drawn sketch, original art. How many do we have?
I'm getting a text from the board of directors. They'd like you to stop doing this.
I'm getting fired from my own company. We only, you know what? At this price, I'm not kidding. We do not make money. I'm only going to sell one of these tonight. All right, Ronald, you're the only person who gets this tonight. I only wanted to offer one at that price.
It's literally cost. All jokes aside, we have a lot of fun here, but that's literally cost.
Yeah. So sold out. Thank you, Ronald.
Ronald, let me tell you, this is maybe, I'm just going to throw this up here again for Ronald really fast. That might be one of the coolest things I've seen Ken do. And if you watch these shows, you know I love pretty much everything Ken does.
So thank you, Ronald. Like I said, at that price, we've given some great pricing on items tonight, but on that, at that price, it's giving it away. Even I have a limit. Batman may not have any limits according to Christian Bale.
I know, right? But
Bruce Wayne does. So let's see.
I wonder if people think there's actually a board of directors back there texting.
There is. It's all the personalities in my head. It's all the voice. It's not even personalities. It's the voices in my head.
It's the voices. Finally, I've been waiting for Nick to grab this all night.
This is the special edition. This is the Ultra Limited Gold Signature Series by Greg Pak. Weapon H, #1. What year is this from? I always, I'm so old. I actually have to look at the certificate because the certificate will say what year. 2018.
Yeah,
so this is 3 years old. Elite Gold Signature Series by Greg Pak. Do I have a non-Facebook link for those of us who don't have social media? Jerry, if you can help Ronald, it'll be really appreciated. Weapon H, #1, signed by Greg Pak. We have not been able to get Greg Pak to sign anything for years. So even though I would like to do better, we only had 21 of these signed. Okay. I think we were supposed to get 25 and 4 got damaged. We only got 21 that came in signed. We have #2, #3, and #4. So it's an $89.99 book. I will bring it to $50 for being late. So this is Greg Pak signed $50, which really shows what value that Turok at $5 was. So
the Turok at $5 is, that's literally what you pay for a book when you walk in the store.
Yeah. So this is Elite Gold Signature Series, limited to 21 in the world. Lucky 21. That's it. $89.99 MSRP. We will do this for $50 tonight partially because we were late. It's a 5-star book. It's Lucky 21.
Oh, if you read this book too, this book is a great read. This book is a great read. It didn't initial story didn't last as long as I'd hoped it would, but it was a great read. It's so just when you think you've seen them do pretty much everything they can do with the whole kind of Hulk Gamma type situation and Weapon X, they kind of take this and they kind of fuse them in a weird way,
right? And
presented it that it's just like a fresh new energy. You know what I mean? If you're the Wolverine type of fan, if you're a Hulk fan, this should appeal to a lot of different kind of people. And there's been a lot of talk about how kind of like the future for Marvel is fusing certain things together, like gamma radiation and Weapon X.
Ronald will take one. Ronald, let us know if you want #2, #3, or #4. We have 2 of these left now. $50 each. Again, this is a really good price. Ronald takes #2, so #3 and #4 now.
That's literally about half of what you'd see if this book.
Yeah.
This would be half the price. If you walked into your LCS, and everybody should be walking into their LCS, but if you look on the wall and you kind of looked at what do I want this week, this book is probably $100.
Is it really?
the cover itself has gotten super popular. I saw a poll on, I think, Twitter where they wanted that to be a wraparound shirt.
Wow.
Like Marvel Wear or whatever that particular account is was asking people, what do you want to see? And people wanted this in a whole wraparound tee. Pandemic kind of, I guess, stalled a lot of these things, T-shirt sales, T-shirt manufacturer. My guess is next year you'll probably see this, if not this year.
It's a great cover. It really, really is a great cover. And it's signed by Greg Pak, who's a superstar writer. I mean, World War Hulk and, everything. And Turok obviously biased there. Victoria, happy to see that you're all set up. Thank you for your support.
Awesome.
So this is just a great book, a great series, as John was just saying. So we have number 3 and number 4 of 21 left. And as a quick reminder, we have one copy of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, signed by Katie Cook, limited to only 5 in the world. We have number 3 left, and we are at $10.
I just want to go back to this for 1 second.
Sure.
I just want to go back to this. They've talked about where the Hulk goes in the MCU from here, right?
Okay.
Because now Marvel has gotten the X-Men back.
Yeah.
Wolverine back. There's a really good chance that further down the road, you're going to see the Weapon H, some version of the Weapon H character, because they can do it now.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo has said, he's not going to spend the rest of his life playing the Hulk. Hugh Jackman has already talked about, he's had his fun, but he's also done. So they're going to be looking for newer, fresher versions of characters.
Yeah. You got to think about it. Hugh Jackman is probably 55 now.
Yeah, he's talked about he's fine being Old Man Logan now.
Right.
Because he's actually Old Man Hugh.
Yeah.
But this is a character, and I don't, if people aren't familiar with it, you've basically got a gray and green Hulk with adamantium claws.
Right.
That in and of itself pulled me almost immediately. I read the solicitations and okay, man. And I read that, and the art and the story are just... I cannot stress enough that, somebody should probably take that.
Well, we have number
Don't
3 and
leave
number
everything
4
for me.
left. We have number 3 and number 4 left. So, again, trying to do a quick breakdown. Sold out of the Batman 50s, sold out of Green Hornet, sold out of Cable, sold out of Walking Dead. I think we're getting, just want to mention real quick, FF X-Men again. We have one copy left at $10.
That's
number 1 and I believe number 2 were taken, or number 1 and number 3.
I'll say this is a show where people, and I've heard this at cons, and I spend probably an unnatural amount of time on social media talking to people about comic books, especially on Twitter. People want to get these things, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, I love DF stuff, but everything's like $89.99 or whatever. This is your chance to get this stuff.
Yeah.
At, tomorrow, it won't be $10.
Well, it's for this show, and part of it is, again, we were late. I want to reward the fans, and I want to thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting us. We get to do what we do because of your support, and obviously we bring joy to you, which is why you're watching, and we just want to reciprocate. We really just want to reciprocate. I think what we're down to right now is Thor True Believer at this point. This is elite. This is the Silver Signature Series, signed by Walt Simonson. This is a $69.99 book. Now, Walt Simonson's a god, which
we've talked about this before.
Makes
If there's
sense.
like a Mount Rushmore for comics, the case can be made that Simonson goes on.
Yep. And it's Simonson, it's Frank Miller, it's just the best of the best. So this is Marvel True Believers number 1, Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. We've seen the hints that Beta Ray Bill will be in the Marvel Universe. He'll be potentially in the next Thor movie. Regardless of whether or not he is, this is an historic issue that Marvel created a True Believers book on, that is signed by the man who brought us Thor, who redefined Asgard, who redefined Loki. So much of the seeds that he set were placed in the Marvel universe, that Marvel flew him out to be part of one of the Thor movies.
Yeah.
He was at the end scene at the dinner table.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. He absolutely was.
So this is just a great book,
And
signed
it's not
by
just
such a
Thor.
master.
Everything Simonson touches. I tell people all the time, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan.
Yeah.
And we kind of kick around
347 to 349 with Art Adams.
Yeah, you kind of you look at runs and you talk about that. When you talk about best FF runs, you can't not throw that in the mix.
Right.
Just the art, the story. There's this great story where Dr. Doom and Reed Richards are knocking heads, and they each have a time machine on their wrist, but it only sends them back like 16 or 18 seconds. So they actually have to outwit each other by going backwards in time. And this is like quintessential Simonson storytelling.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm going to spend the next few minutes. This has been a great show. I guess I think it was, I can't remember if it was Ronald or if it was James, but we will double check. Since no one else picked up the extra Turok, you will be getting it. The next few minutes. Listen, we come here every week. We have a lot of fun. We want to bring the fun to you. James is getting the extra Turok. We're able to do this with your support, and we hope that some of the comics that we show, thank you, Ronald. Awesome. We'd like to think some of the comics that we show, even if you don't buy the limited editions, if the information we give you inspires you to go to your local comic store, to buy the back issues, to buy those story arcs, that's a win for us. We're not here just to sell you the comics. We want to sell you the comics. We want you to enjoy the comics. We wouldn't be selling them and offering them if we didn't feel strongly about them. But even if you saw the Weapon H or the Thor #8 or the Thor,
I just wanted to
True
throw this up again.
Believers,
If you're like a classic horror fan,
the True Believer is $33.70, Ronald, for Thor 337. So that's how much that is. And it's Silver Signature Series, MSRP $69.99. Just to go back to this, even if you go to your local comic store, if you buy the trade paperback, the Walt Simonson trade paperback, or the back issues of Thor by Walt Simonson, or if you pick up the FF X-Men, whether you buy the series from your local comic store or whether you buy the trade paperback, Ronald, you got it. We'll put one aside for you. Did we have specific numbers left? It doesn't say what numbers we have, but we may only have one or two left anyway. So I think we had like two. It's $33.70, Ronald, for Thor 337, $33.70. If you go to your local comic store,
we have 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14.
So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14. I'm glad you enjoyed, Jared. Listen, this is the whole goal of these shows. The goal of these shows is to talk comics, to bring you comics. We bring you the comics we love, and we just want you to enjoy the comic industry. Number 10 it is, Ronald. Number 10 it is. We want you to enjoy the comic industry. We want you to go to your local retailer. We want to grow the industry. There's, one of the mantras of the experience is to grow comic retailers in the comics market. Yeah. There's about $10 billion a year spent on making movies, TV series, apparel, action figures, video games, then selling and marketing the movies, TV series, action figures, video games, apparel, and then the purchasing of movie tickets or VOD and watching the TV series and buying the video games and the action figures and the apparel. It's like over $10 billion spent. We want you guys to come back and help grow the industry and get more people buying the actual comics, because the comics are the biggest reason. Oh, wow, James, you're coming in for Thor number 13. You got it, my friend. You got it.
You guys are going to have to do the calculus and figure out who gets the the big baller, because there's
No. Both these guys were so sweet when it came to Victoria. I doubt either will complain. Both of you will get a set of kick-ass cloth cards because you guys were so unbelievably cool. James and Ronald, you guys were so unbelievably cool. You were so nice to let Victoria have one of the copies. It's not it's you guys both deserve them.
Yeah.
So you are both getting all three kick-ass cards, 2 different kick-ass cloth cards, and the Hit Girl cloth cards, because you guys are both stars, in my opinion. You guys are both fantastic, and that's what the comic book collecting world is. It's about sharing. It's about working together. It's about enjoying the industry. It's just about reading the comics and having fun. Yes, we're selling the collectibles, and we enjoy doing it. We enjoy working with creators, but we enjoy bringing it to you. So you guys are all stars. You really, really are. Both of you are getting this. Everyone else is getting a Red Sonja promo card, and James and Ronald, you are as well. You get one each as well. So all I can say is thank you. Thank you for allowing us into your homes. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting us. And please come back next Friday from 7 to 8 with the original art experience. And next Saturday, we'll be back from 6 to 8. And actually, John and Rex will be here on Wednesday from 6 to 8. So,
really?
Yeah.
Cool. See you then, everybody.
Like he didn't know. He's here every day. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And stay tuned for more great shows. We'll be back. Have a great one.